Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Sulaiha binti Basri. Number matric 1222739. Today, I would like to talk about the introduction of our topic. Firstly, about background of study. Infrastructure is the catalyst of the country's economy and an important framework for the development and progress of a country. One of the infrastructures provided by the government is a clean water supply. Water infrastructure is a very important infrastructure in order to support and facilitate the daily life of the community, such as cooking, bathing, washing, and so on. When the water problem, they are not only make it difficult for the people to live their daily lives, but it also causes serious problems that are public health problems. Next is about problem statement. There are two reasons for conducting this study. First is due the interruption of clean water supply to the extent that it interferes with daily lives of the people in PPR Pantai dalam Kuala Lumpur. Second is evaluate and compare the effects that occur if the clean water supply is not treated. Lastly is about objective. The objective of this study are determining the factors that disrupt clean water supply in PPR Pantai dalam Kuala Lumpur and studying the impact of clean water supply disruption on the resident of PPR Pantai dalam Kuala Lumpur.
In literature review, we story about number 1 is water clean supply. Water quality is critical to our health, communities and economy. Rivers and wetlands serve a community in many ways, including capturing flood water, replenishing groundwater supplies and filtering pollution, and providing habitat for fish and animals. Clean water is essential to our way of life and healthy ecosystem, which provide habitat for wildlife and place to fish, better surf and swim. Manufacturing, agriculture, tourism, recreation, energy generation, and other sectors of the economy all depend on a clean water to function and thrive. Number 2, clean water important to residential. Why? It's not only affect individual, but it is also a critical aspect of the ecosystem. Water is utilized in everyday activities such as showering, using the restroom, cleaning dishes, and other household things. It also keeps us hydrated and influence interior activities such as digestion. Plants, animals, and humans would all perish if there was no water. Number 3, water pollution and residential. Water pollution is defined as any human-caused contamination of water that dismisses its utility to people and other living species. Water contamination is caused by exercise, irrigation, and washing. The main factor of residential water pollution are common household cleaner, detergent from washing your car, pet droppings, poorly maintaining septic system, and soil from exposed area in the yard. Number 4, role of government in sustainable development. Government have an important role in supplying, purifying, monitoring, and distributing water to population in many nations. This extensive water oversight guarantee that the population served by this government have a rapid and simple access to safe drinking water. Another role of the government is to supply water to places that lack water supply by obtaining water supply in other countries nearby. Last, effect of poor water supply. According to Paul R. Hunter 2010, contaminated water supply has a negative effect influence on health by producing acute infection like diarrhea. It can also have an impact on health by restricting productivity and personal cleanliness.
Research methodology. In this study, the instrument used to obtain data from two methods. First one is quantitative and qualitative. Quantitative, which is questionnaire, and qualitative, which is reference. The questionnaire consists of three parts, which is Part A, Part B, and Part C. Part A is about the respondents' personal information. Part B is about the factors of disruption of clean water supply in PPR Pantai, while Part C is about the effects of disruption supply of clean water to consumers in PPR Pantai. Furthermore, a reference, which is information and data, are collected by analyzing written materials that have been published, such as books, whole dictionaries, and the sources from the internet.
Next, results and discussion. The distributed questionnaire is divided into three parts, namely Part A related to the demographic profile, and Part B related to factors that cause unclean water supply, and Part C related to the effects of unclean water supply. This chart shows the breakdown of respondents by gender. A total of 30 respondents were randomly selected to answer the questionnaire to obtain the information required by the researcher. A total of 23 respondents are male, while the female respondents are 7 respondents. We divided the age group of the respondents, which consisted of under 20 years old, 20 to 30 years old, 31 to 40 years old, 41 to 50 years old, and 51 years old and above. Next, respondent residing period. Respondents who have lived for 5 years and below are 90 people, while the respondents who have resided for 6 to 10 years are a total of 11 people. Part B. Factors of unclean water supply. First, natural disaster. The data shows that 25 respondents say that they agree. Second, groundwater storage is reduced. 25 respondents say that they agree with that factor. Third, rusty pipes and water tanks. The data shows that 26 respondents say that they agree with that factor. Fourth, the drain is blocked. 20 respondents agree with that factors. Fifth, underground pipe leak. The data shows that 25 respondents say that they agree with that factor. Sixth, the water system and pipes are not maintained. Only 15 respondents say that they agree with that factor. Part C. Effects of unclean water supply. First, affect health. 26 respondents say yes and 4 respondents say no. Second, affecting agricultural products. 24 respondents say yes and 6 respondents say no. Third, affecting public activities such as weddings. 25 respondents say yes and 5 respondents say no. Fourth, spread of infectious diseases. 26 respondents say yes and 4 respondents say no. Fifth, making it difficult for residents to worship. 27 respondents say yes and 3 respondents say no. Sixth, affecting the business of food premises. 24 respondents say yes and 6 respondents say no.
Recommendation and conclusion. We put some recommendation for society and government to prevent this problem from happening again. Firstly, from the side of society, this community should be concerned about this problem so that all the problem about this clean water supply can be solved properly. For the example, parents should play a role in educating their children who will become users of this nature, to be aware of their responsibilities and together take care of this treasure. Secondly, the side of government. The responsible party must immediately and always be aware of this problem so that the process of repairing can be carried out efficiently and quickly. Other than that, the disposal of chemical and toxic waste needs to be controlled to ensure that the water supply sources are not exposed to any form of pollution. For the example, the chemical waste from agriculture and industrial activities needs to be managed more systematically so that pollution of water sources can be avoided.